Hey Ubers and wannabe Ubers, my name is Michael Oates and I wanted to do a video to tell you how to get a high Uber rating or how to recover your rating. And I'm sure some of these same principles will apply for Lyft. I don't drive for them, so I'm not 100% sure, but they probably will. So I've been driving for Uber for a few months now, and when I first started driving, I was quite concerned about getting a higher rating, and I know that can make or break a business. I've seen that happen. And I looked at some of the videos out there and to see what were the big things to be mindful of. And the big 3 tips I found are not even the one that I am going to tell you about. The 3 that I found, which I definitely think are helpful, but I don't think it's the biggest factor. They were to give out cold water, which I did for the first 10 days, and then I ran out, so then I didn't go buy more. I'll probably start doing that as summer approaches. The other one was to have chargers available for the passengers. I only have my charger, so I'll probably get some down the road here. The third one is to be great at navigation. Let me just tell you, I have to rely on the apps. I am not good at navigation naturally. I definitely need, Google Maps and stuff like that. So I don't have that going for me either. I'm not originally from this area. I'm from Scotland. I've been in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area for about 2 years now, so still just learning my way around. The big thing I found that helped me was just being a good connector with people and being likable and being good at conversation, being a conversationalist. And I can tell that was the key things because people have left comments saying that it was interesting drive, that I was interesting, that I was a good conversationalist, that I was friendly, and that they really enjoyed it. And some people said things like the best Uber driver ever, things like that. Now, from a driving standpoint, I'm definitely not the best, that's for sure. But their feedback told me, and my good rating told me that people they like having conversation, and they like it when people are interested in them, and when people just build a connection and make it a comfortable place to be. Because think about it, it's kind of daunting, 2 strangers going into a car, and it could be weird, it could be awkward, it could be fun. So naturally I'm an extrovert, if you can't tell. I've always liked people, and I think you should like people. If you don't like people, then you might need to figure out why. That's a conversation for a different video. But lots of jobs that I've had, people skills and being able to connect and relate to people has been the big difference maker for me. And that's definitely something that you can learn. Absolutely, you can develop that skill, even if you don't feel like you're good at that, and develop the skill of conversation. And it's a learned skill. And what I do is I'll just be positive when they get in the car. I'll just say, hey, how are you today? Where are we going? Sometimes you can tell if they're going to the hotel, if they're going to an airport or something like that. And I'll just start slowly asking questions as we get going. I'll say things like, so are you from the Twin Cities originally? And then they'll say yes or no. Then I can just go from anywhere from that. I can say, oh, so when did you come here? Do you like living here? And I'll say, okay, that's cool. So you're born and raised in this area. And then you can ask, what do you do for a living? Or how long have you done that? And you just start slowly asking questions. And the key is to not hammer them with questions, and also to read body language. If you're getting short answers, if they are just keep looking down at their phone or something like that, then they might not want to talk, and that's totally fine. So you can just turn up the music a little bit, and sometimes I've thought that they didn't want to talk, but then they'll start asking me questions. So just be super curious, not super curious, but that could be kind of weird, but just curious enough where you're showing interest about them as a person, and asking about, so if they tell you where they work and you know that company, you can say, oh, I've heard that's a great place to work. I do that if I genuinely have heard that. I don't just make up stuff. Or you can say, I bet that'd be a great place to work. Or I bet you're really good at that. You seem like you'd be really good at that. How long have you done that? Is that your dream job? Or what's your dream job? What would you love to do? Or what did you study at school? Those kind of things. And or you can ask different things about their job. Just show curiosity and interest in their job. And that's one of my favorite things about Uber, is just hearing different people's stories, and it's, you know, some people's jobs they don't sound that interesting, some people's jobs are fascinating, but either way, you've got to just show interest in that person. And, you know, you can always talk about the weather, you can always talk about whatever's, you know, going on at that time, like, you know, sports or things like that. But it's just looking for ways to connect and being a master of small talk and developing that skill, and that's going to pay you back, and whether it's Uber or all kinds of things, you know, and even tips, I think. And people in the service industry, people, they want to compliment or compensate people that they like. And I used to do car sales. I did it for 14 months. I actually just quit that a week ago to do Uber full-time, just for a little while. And when I was getting started, my friend, our coworker, told me that people buy from people that they like and trust. And that is such a good key statement, and it's no different in this industry, in ride sharing. It's that people will give good reviews and ratings to people they like, and it's like you don't ever like talking bad about somebody that you like. You just feel bad about it because you like them, right? And so it's the same with leaving a review. Like, people don't want to leave you a bad review if they genuinely like you, if they had a good experience. So they'll actually look forward to the opportunity to give you a 5-star rating. And sometimes they've said to me during the ride, "You're the best rider ever," because, you know, I make them laugh or whatever, because they've had just a bad experience. And it's amazing how many passengers have had a bad Uber experience. They have had a car where the person didn't speak any English at all, and they were just silent. And just one little thing I want to say is, if you don't speak English that great, that's totally fine. Obviously you're learning, but you can still be super friendly, you can still smile and just use a couple of phrases and just make it comfortable, you know, and just be happy and say, "Have a good day," or "How are you today? Nice weather," whatever. You can learn, and that's just one little side tip for free. But people have said to me, "I had a great experience," you know, or they don't want to get out right away because they're still talking, or they're laughing when they get out, and they just had a good experience. Or they say, you know, you're a great conversationalist. The key to being a great conversationalist is to ask tons of questions about the other person. It's not to talk a ton about yourself. But also, given that, I will interject little things about myself, and people show a ton of interest as well if they have good people skills. And so it's people like to give and take, and it's just adding a little fun moment to their day is riding with me. It's going to be a good experience. It's going to be fun. I'm going to get them where they're going, and they're going to have somebody that was genuinely interested in them. So that would be my big tip for you. Be likable, be a good conversationalist, genuinely like people, and hopefully that helps. If you have other tips, that things that work for you, I'd certainly love to hear them. I definitely want to keep getting better. And if you have questions or comments, I'd certainly love to hear those too. And thanks for watching. Hope that you're able to get some real high ratings. And if you're watching this, you're brand new, just go and have fun. Like, don't overthink it. Just go have fun. Tell people, hey, you're just getting started. You're just learning this, and people like that. And you'll have a blast. So, all right, thanks for watching.